See, I'm addicted to this power. It ain't nothing like power. Yeah. See, I'm addicted to this power. Real rap. It ain't nothing like power.
Welcome to that jungle still. Everything I rap is real. Knock your fucking lights out. You don't pay your power bill. You ain't even got the juice. You ain't even got the steel. Came with that toy tuck.
Alright, so we're here at BootSlap.com. Been a while since we've done an interview, so we decided that this was a perfect opportunity. Aych, y'all might have seen his review back up maybe a few years ago. I think we did, right?
Yeah,
we did a review a few years ago. We've done a lot of promotions as far as putting out his events and stuff on the site. So you might have seen him on 106 and Park in your city, possibly, because you've been traveling a lot lately.
Yeah, I've been getting it.
All right. So what we got here is we got Aych came out. He's coming out with his new project, Power, and we got a little listen to it because that's how we do it. BootSlap, we get everything ahead before everybody else.
They bootleg me, man. They bootleg me.
Yeah, so we'll have it up on the new servers later. So so I'm gonna start off with the simple questions.
Okay.
Because the simple questions are the same questions that everybody else is asking, but we need to know it. Let's talk about Power. Just the title, Power, for the album. Explain that one to me.
I mean, it's power. Like, you know, words have power.
Okay.
Some people are in positions of power. I feel like I'm in a position of power out here. This fits. It really came from like money, power, respect, and I just feel like if I had to have one out of the three, I would choose power.
Interesting. Okay. Now, one thing I did notice, like I listened to the CD, like I told you earlier, about 6 times. I had to soak it in, and one of the things that I did notice about the CD is this one was there's a lot about relationships, whether they be romantic, whether they be friendships, whether they be family. There's just a lot of that in this CD. Is there a reason for that?
Nah, I mean, I just like to really give the people a piece of me. With the last project, the Monster project, we kind of whipped that one together. It was probably like a week. We probably took like a week to do that. Okay. So this time I want to take my time and really just give the people a little piece of me. I think personal songs are better to me. I like them personally better. You know what I'm saying? Like one of my favorite tracks, like "Battle in the Dream" was a personal track. "Letter to My Pop," personal track. Like to me, those are my favorite tracks, and those are the tracks that people feel like they can relate to, and which gravitates them more towards what I'm doing.
Now, how do you feel that relates to Power as far as relationships go?
I mean, it's all in relationships. You know what I mean? It's power. I feel like if you're in a relationship, it's two people and y'all are creating a power, a certain kind of power, whether in a family, you know what I'm saying, or a relationship if y'all start in a family, you know what I'm saying? Like you as a husband or a father, you have a certain power in your household. So
okay. So now, another thing I noticed on the CD was you're getting a lot more comfortable. And I was talking with you about this earlier. You're getting a lot more comfortable with being. I'm just gonna put it blunt because that's how we do here at BootSlap. Is you're comfortable being the asshole.
Oh, I mean, I'm just me. You know what I mean? I'm just me, and the way it may come off may seem asshole-ish, but maybe I am an asshole. I mean, at all times I'm me.
Do you enjoy it, or is it just?
I mean, it's not even enjoying. It's kind of like you accept it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's you are you, and the way you perceived. Sometimes, like if I had my choice to be loved and cheered by all and hated by none, of course, you know what I'm saying? But you are who you are, no matter where you go and what you do. And if you're not who you are, then you're fake to me. So I feel like you should be you. And if that's me being an asshole, it's me being an asshole. I feel as though I'm confident in what I do. And without confidence, who gonna fuck with you?
Aych says be the best you.
Be the best you, don't, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Alright, so simple questions out the way. Let's talk about the tracks. I
Okay.
got a few questions. I just pulled out a few stuff from the tracks. I'm gonna start off with Forever. I think that was Sandlot too.
Yeah, Sandlot, yep.
The Forever track. Now you talk about how you stayed true to yourself, kind of like what we're talking about now.
Right.
And you haven't changed that about yourself throughout the years. No
That's
matter
true.
what the success comes, no matter what popularity comes with it, no matter what money comes with it, you stay true to you.
Right.
The question that I have is, what has changed in the last few years? So what has changed since the last few projects?
Well, just the craft, working on my craft as far as the actual music. Change in life, like my view on life is so different now. I see things different. I guess that comes with age, with wisdom, with time, and the more you do things, the more you understand what you're looking at. Like I try to pay more attention to what I'm looking at rather than who I'm looking at or what's going on. Like I want to understand why things are moving a certain way. And sometimes you gotta adjust your scope. Sometimes you just gotta adjust your scope and understand what you're looking at and why things are going a certain way, and then go accordingly.
Okay. Now you mentioned as you get older with wisdom. Now, in this game, you know, like a lot of people say that it's the young man's game or the young woman's game.
But they broke.
And they are broke. But so what's your feeling like now as you get older and you've traveled? You've traveled these years. What's your experience as far as the music game and age?
I've always thought the older cats were the geniuses. Like I've never looked at things that said old. Like I just knew I didn't want to be 30 just trying to get a name. You know what I'm saying? I figured I wanted to be at 30, be the person I wanted to be, and be further than where I set my goals to be. When I look at the game right now, like people run around thinking like Jeezy's 25 or, you know what I'm saying, like Jay-Z's 30. Like, nah, like Diddy, like these cats they older people. You know what I'm saying? They yeah, I mean, but they grown. You know what I'm saying? They grown. And to me, they started and it picked up at a certain age and then it carries on. Like nobody, it's very rare for you to hear about an artist that's in the game 20 years. And if they are in the game of 20 years, they're probably close to 50.
Yeah, I can see that.
So you do the math on that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why they make so much noise about the younger generation when they get it early. You know what I'm saying? Think about all the people that came in. Nothing against Bow Wow, but Bow Wow was a childhood star.
Yeah.
Now he's hosting on 106 in Park.
Very true. Very true. Words of wisdom from Aych.
I'm just saying.
So now
that's not a shabby job, though.
That is not a shabby job.
That is not a shabby job.
Paid really well.
Yeah.
So nowhere to go.
Okay.
You had a quote in there that I personally like. Marble floor dreams and a broke nigga's nightmares.
Yeah.
Now, being an artist in the game, you're either gonna put your all in or you're not, or you're just gonna do it part time. Like we know that from just seeing artists going around doing their thing.
Sure.
And that song is kind of like you basically said, I'm putting it all on. I'm banking everything on this work. Now, talk about those risks as far as banking. Everything working on the music.
I say I had marble floor dreams and broke nigga nightmares. Usually when you have dreams and nightmares, you're somewhere in the middle. Mm-hmm. And that's why I feel like I'm in the middle. I feel like this is what I want. This is what I'm afraid to go back to. So you can slack and go back to that, or you can work and get that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's nowhere to go but up. Like I don't think of me being where I'm at today tomorrow. So yeah, it's a risk. It's a risk. I risk a lot. I do. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's worth it.
Good. All right.
It's all worth it.
All right. So I got to talk about this one. I just have to. Same team. I got to talk about it.
Okay.
I'm not even going to ask you a specific question. Thought process when you made that song. Ready, set, go.
Okay. I had a female that's in the girls. Real cool to be around. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I was stressed out or anything, like yo, let's go hang out. You know what I'm saying? Let's go do what we do. You know what I'm saying? And it was never a thing where like a nah, I ain't with it. Like always down for whatever. So you know what I'm saying? We both like the same shit. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't talking about no video games and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But nah, like I say, you know what I mean? Both of us chill, both like to travel. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that. You know what I mean? She ain't got a rap, she ain't got a model, she'll be the leader, let the Twitter bars follow. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gotta do what I do, but we like the same thing, so we gonna go do the same things at the same time.
Alright.
You know what I mean?
Good answer. I'm gonna keep my comments to myself just because I'm just saying I like the track.
Oh, okay.
Just saying I like the track. Now, Snow on the Bluff, what made you pull that concept and put it on the track? 'Cause, like, I know a lot of people either don't like the movie or they do like the movie. The Snow on the Bluff track just threw me off completely because I didn't expect somebody to throw that onto a track.
Oh yeah, I loved it. It was pure ignorance. I mean, I could respect it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could kind of relate to that mind frame of person.
Yeah.
But they loved him. Like, he came home from jail. That they damn near threw a motherfucking parade for that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Anything went down in the city, he knew about it. You know what I'm saying? They come tell him, yo, some dudes over here doing this, that. So when I heard the track, I was like, word, yo, this would be dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, my hood love me like Snow on the Bluff, and I was like, yo, that'd be a dope little.
Now I noticed in that track also you talk a little bit about the love-hate relationship that you have with the city per se. How some people hate on it, some people love on it. Do you feel like both sides fuel you as an artist?
Nah, I can give a fuck less. For real. Yeah. I
like the answer how like it was emphatic.
Nah, I mean, what you gotta understand is, I always say, like, the truth is the truth no matter if you believe it or not. One thing remains the same, which is the truth. So I believe, like, what I plan to do and what I do in the city is going to be done. Whether you like it or dislike it, it's still going to happen. So I look at haters the same way. Like, my bills got to get paid. So whether you love me or hate me, the bills got to get paid. Love don't pay the bills, neither does hate. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I got to hustle, I got to grind and get what I got to get, whether you like it or hate it. So it doesn't really matter. I can't gauge what I do off of what y'all's opinions are.
That's a good one. Okay. Now,
does that make me an asshole?
Slightly. But I think it's in a good way.
So you can be a good asshole?
You see how he's making like personal just observations about himself during the interview?
No, I'm just asking. Is that, you know what I mean? Like,
no. I think that's just...
So there's a good asshole and there's a bad asshole.
You know what? I'm not even going to say that because I got to get to the next question that actually touches a little bit on that. All right? Now, Love Ain't Enough. I really like that track because it was kind of... It's a concept that a lot of people talk about. Just in life, generally. Like, sometimes love just ain't enough. Sometimes you got to let certain people go in life. Now, do you think that thinking is a bit cynical, or is that just another dose of just real rap? I mean, it's just reality.
I mean, it's reality. It's relationship. You know what I mean? Sometimes you may love a motherfucker, but you gotta let him go for the greater good.
Now, in your experience,
let's call that sacrifice.
Call that sacrifice.
When I came up with it, when I think of power, I think of a lion, a shark. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever watch Underworld? When they transform into that werewolf, like that transition, like that's how I feel. Like, with power, like you can't do anything without power.
Is that what the lions are on the cover?
Yeah, thanks, Brookster. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But these are things of power. Like, I think of Batman, I think of Bane. You know what I'm saying? Power, like things of power, like to some might view them as killers, sharks, lions, but I feel as though they're powerful things in their community, and it's respected. You know what I'm saying?
So would you say respect? is a big component of it.
Yeah, but it's not needed.
Okay.
It's welcome, but not needed.
Now, one thing I did notice on the cover was you had the lines, right? But you also had the kind of like a mirror reflection, almost like a card. It looked like a card, really.
Yeah.
The look, and I've been noticing those themes a lot on your stuff. You had that on, it's either chess, cards, or something like that. Does that like speak on your view on life? Or is it just that those are just things that you like?
I don't know until you said it. Until you said it, I never really noticed it, and now it's making me think. Like, you know what I'm saying? I love chess. I love cards. I love basketball. I'm a boys club kid. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's crazy. Like my view on life is so different. It's just different. So, I might be digging myself a little deeper in the asshole. You know what I'm saying? Bracket, but yeah. I don't know, like the card thing is more of a it's more artistic. It's a more artistic thing, like the chess thing for the king, power, you know what I mean? It all kinda
It just seems like a common theme throughout like the last few projects.
That's what's up. I think it fits me. That's what's up.
Okay.
Yeah, because I like all of that.
Now Aych is the artist, Aych is the man. How far off are they from each other?
They're really the same. Aych is nicer than handsome.
Okay.
Aych has to shake your hand and say, hey, how you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Hey, just to keep it peaceful. You know what I'm saying? Like, me personally, I might not even like you. I don't really like to talk to people I don't like or people I don't know. I'm really not that friendly. But in this line of work, you have to be.
But Aych will talk, huh?
Yeah, you have to.
Handsome might not pick it.
Yeah, we're working. We're at work. You know, sometimes at work you got to get along with your coworkers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't always this peaceful. It took some years of building. So when people say, "Oh, I don't like Aych. I like Hansel," like sometimes I look at him like, "You stupid motherfucker. You don't even know what the fuck you talking about right now." See, and that's Hansel coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like to me, I'm more of a person who understands in life everybody doesn't have to love you and everybody's not going to love you. Most people live in a world where they would like everybody to love them and they want to be accepted. They want to be this and that. Like I can care less about that shit. Because at the end of the day, when I'm dying, you're not going to give me your life so I can live. If I needed a heart, you're not going to give me your heart. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
this doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you like me. Your opinion on me doesn't really matter. I'm here to do a thing.
my opinion does not matter. You heard it first on BootSlap.com. You see
this
that?
Guy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people that you deal with, of course. You know what I mean? People, your close circle, of course. You want those people to love you as you love them. You know what I'm saying? But to the people who are on the constant outside, outsiders don't matter. It's always us versus them. Whoever us is,
I can dig it.
whoever them is.
All right. Well, you got any shout outs?
That's a good one. Us versus them. Shout out to us.
Shout outs, links, anything else you wanna put in there?
Shout outs to Redline Studios. Shout out to Brixton. Oh, my guy right there, man. His guy, our guy. Shout out to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to everybody who's been, you know what I mean, a part of this whole process. Shout out to everybody who's looked out, you know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that I fuck with. And even shout out to those who I don't fuck with. Aych101.com. Shout out to him for that. Yeah. That's about it. Shout out to us.
Alright. Peace.
Dead bro, with my niggas. Gotta get it, any means, finger on the trigger. Bunch of dusty ass niggas in a old whip. In a 92 Honda, this was 06. Doing dirt, gotta eat, plus the rent laid. For them dead presidents, I play Lorenz Tate. Hating on